Winnie-the-Pooh's Cozy Adventure in the 100 Acre Wood. It was a calm golden evening in the 100 Acre Wood, and the soft breeze rustled through the leaves. The sun was setting, painting the sky with shades of pink, orange, and lavender. Winnie-the-Pooh, the little golden bear who loved honey more than anything in the world, was sitting quietly outside his cozy little house. "Oh, bother," Pooh murmured, scratching his head. "I was going to have a little something sweet for supper, but I don't seem to have any honey left, not a single drop." He tapped his paw on the windowsill thoughtfully. Suddenly, his friend Piglet appeared, tiptoeing carefully through the grass. "Hello, Pooh," Piglet whispered. "What are you doing?" "Ah, Piglet," Pooh said, his face lighting up with a small smile. "I was just thinking that perhaps, just perhaps, there might be honey somewhere in the forest, but I am not quite sure where to look." Piglet's little heart gave a jump. "Honey," he squeaked, "I think I could help." And so the two friends set off on a gentle adventure, careful not to disturb the soft evening calm of the 100 Acre Wood. The search begins. As they walked, Pooh hummed a quiet tune about honey, softly swaying to the rhythm of his thoughts. I wonder if it might be behind a tree, or maybe under a rock, or perhaps it's hidden in a cloud. Clouds do look a bit like honey, don't they?" Piglet giggled nervously. "I don't think honey comes from clouds, Pooh, but perhaps we can look anyway." Their path led them to Rabbit's house, where the garden glowed under the sunset. Carrots, lettuces, and radishes looked fresh and inviting. Rabbit was bustling about, checking his garden for any little mischief that might have been happening while he was busy. "Hello, Rabbit," Pooh said politely. "Might you happen to have a smidgen of honey?" Rabbit looked over his spectacles. "Honey? Oh, Pooh, I'm afraid I only have vegetables, but perhaps you could check with Owl. He always knows where things are." "Ah, yes," Pooh said, nodding slowly, thinking about Owl's tall tree. Owl might indeed know, and he likes to talk. Very clever indeed. So Pooh and Piglet trotted gently to Owl's house, which was perched high in an old oak tree. The branches swayed slightly, as if waving hello. Owl's wise advice. "Good evening, Owl," Pooh called. "Might you have any honey or any clue where I might find some?" Owl adjusted his glasses, which always seemed just a little too big for his face. "Honey, you say? Let me think. I believe there may be some near the old hollow log near the riverbank, but beware, it is quite a tricky place. One must be very careful and very clever to reach it." Pooh's eyes twinkled with delight. "A challenge, you say? How very exciting." Piglet shivered slightly. "Clever and careful. I hope we can be both, Pooh." "Of course," Pooh said confidently. "With a friend, anything is possible." And off they went, towards the hollow log near the riverbank, humming their favourite little tunes and tiptoeing as if they were explorers in a grand adventure. The Hollow Log Adventure. As the log came into view, the evening grew even more magical. Fireflies danced in the tall grass, and the gentle river murmured as it flowed. Pooh approached the hollow log carefully, peeking inside. "Oh, bother," he said. "It seems rather dark, but I do smell honey." Piglet held tightly to Pooh's paw. "It's very dark. Are you sure this is safe?" "Quite sure, my dear Piglet," Pooh said. "For honey, one must be brave." Slowly, Pooh reached inside the hollow log. His paw touched something sticky and sweet. Yes, honey, a small pot, hidden just enough to make it a tiny adventure. "Hurrah!" Pooh whispered joyfully. "We found it, Piglet." But just as Pooh tried to pull the pot out, it wobbled dangerously. Piglet gasped, and the honey pot tipped just a little, dripping sticky sweetness onto the soft grass. "Oh, bother," Pooh said with a sheepish smile. "We must be extra careful, Piglet." Working together, Piglet helped Pooh lift the pot safely out of the hollow log. Both friends cheered softly, careful not to wake the forest creatures settling in for the night. The return home. With honey in hand, Pooh and Piglet walked slowly back to Pooh's little house. The moon was rising, casting silvery light across the trees. The stars twinkled gently, as if nodding their approval at the friends' bravery. "Piglet," Pooh said softly, "today has been quite the adventure, hasn't it?" Piglet nodded, feeling proud. "Yes, Pooh, and I am glad we were careful together." "Indeed," Pooh replied, "and now, with honey, I think we can enjoy a little supper." Inside Pooh's cozy home, they shared the honey, each savouring every sweet drop. Pooh hummed a gentle tune, and Piglet giggled as he licked his paw clean. The lesson of the day. As Pooh and Piglet settled down, Pooh said thoughtfully, "You know, Piglet, adventures are lovely, but they are even better when shared with friends. And when one is brave, careful, and a little clever, even the trickiest things can be managed." Piglet yawned, snuggling into his little blanket. "Yes, Pooh, and honey makes everything sweeter too." Pooh smiled warmly. "Yes, Piglet, yes it does." Outside, the 100-acre wood was calm and quiet. The gentle rustle of leaves, the soft chirp of crickets, and the distant glow of fireflies made it the perfect evening for sleep. And as the two friends drifted into dreams of honeypots, floating kites, and gentle adventures, the moon watched over them, casting a peaceful, silvery glow over the 100-acre wood. Good night, little ones. So, whenever you feel a little unsure or have a tiny adventure of your own, remember Pooh and Piglet. Bravery, friendship, and a touch of careful planning can make even the stickiest situations sweet. Good night, little dreamers. May your dreams be as soft, warm, and magical as the 100-acre wood.